11 tips for beginning the first day of homeschool right, according to specialists. For some youngsters, it can feel like summer will never ever end with its woozy blur of popsicles, playtime, as well as sunshine. But invariably, the season paves the way to a new school year as well as the structure as well as the possibility that goes along with it. If you're homeschooling your children for the next university year and more parents than ever before are doing just that, think about this very first day of homeschool concepts. These pro suggestions from veteran homeschoolers and also education specialists will assist you to set up a physical and psychological atmosphere that's conducive to finding out in all the kinds of ways that kids do, as well as will certainly aid you to establish intent for an efficient as well as the satisfying year ahead. 1. Beginning slowly. The initial day of homeschool is not a time to overdo it as well as overwhelm everyone included. The initial day back to homeschool is a shock to everybody's system. Focus on simply 3 to 4 subjects for your very first week, and then include the rest of the topics the following week. This helps everybody to alleviate back into a college routine without being bewildered, claims Lauren Schmitz, the blog owner behind The Basic Homeschooler. 2. Post a day-to-day homeschool routine for everybody to see. Uploading your routine someplace visible will certainly develop as well as make clear expectations for children and also parents alike right off the bat. Your kids, and you, must easily have the ability to see what topics are left to finish. This assists tremendously with maintaining everybody organized, motivated, as well as efficient, states Schmitz. As well as it likewise answers the ever-present inquiry, are we done yet? 3. Provide a positive incentive. School shouldn't seem like a penalty. So use the very first day to establish it as not just a time for learning, however, for fun and also interesting rewards, too. A significant homeschooling blunder is to use unfavorable repercussions for not finishing institution work. This creates a difficult environment and also power battles, Schmitz states. Rather, inform your children that they can gain something desirable like even more display time or a later going to bed for completing premium work with an excellent attitude. This produces determined children and pleased moms and dads. 4. Instruct outside. Rainy and winter will be below quickly sufficient, so why not relieve into the brand new school year and also delight in the warm weather condition that continues to be by relocating some lessons outdoors. These probably will not be the hardest or most extreme lessons of the year, so if your youngster is a bit sidetracked, it will not be the completion of the glow, claims Teresa Bertuzzi, co-founder of the worldwide Very Early Discovering Center Tiny Hoppers. This ought to also offer your youngster favorable feelings concerning the institution. If they are more than happy during school hours, unconsciously, they could actually begin to take pleasure in the rationale of it, making the rest of the year simply a little bit much easier. 5. Take photos. Homeschooling kids are formally launching into a New Year's trip in the same way that all students are. So define as well as distinguish, not to mention hallow the moment by keeping in mind to take images of your trainees all set to find out. Take first day of school pictures to make the day feel special and remarkable, recommends Abacus Early Discovering Center's Ken Walter. 6. Assign a research study area. Assign a study area in the house that is quiet and also for concentrate. It doesn't require to be anything elegant, a small work desk or a folding table that is furnished with everything they require to help them complete their work successfully, states Meredith Esselot, a San Francisco-based principal and also the author of The Overly Sincere Teacher. Their room ought to likewise have access to an outlet for charging, as well as a whiteboard or calendar. When the institution day is done, be sure to have them tidy their desk beforehand for the next day, she says. 7. Involve your child in the day's preparation. Kids will feel spent and also all set to learn if they feel they have ownership over their experience, so talk with them and include feedback regarding how they absorb the product. Aid your kid to recognize himself or herself as a learner. Recommend Anastasia Betts, VP of Curriculum Preparation as well as Design at Age of Understanding. She suggests phrasing the discussion like, "You observed that whatever was harder after 10. I think your body was starving." Allows see what takes place if we pick up a treat at 9:30. 8. Integrate into some testimonial. When youngsters damage from academics for the summer, they may obtain a little rusty. This is what educators call the summer season slide. This is why the initial number of weeks of the institution is reviewing concepts taught in the previous year, notes family members literacy educational consultant Jenna Dowd. A lot of the brand new material your youngster will certainly learn this year depends on the material that they completed in 2014. Resolve the evaluations with care and also make certain that they can finish it with mastery before carrying on. 9. Set your regimen. Develop your homeschool's routine right from the start. Routines help learners recognize what to expect and produce smoother transitions between tasks. They aid learners to concentrate on their current task without bothering with what is following, states Khan Academy's chief discovering policeman Kristen DeSerbo. Develop a regular you will adhere to each day, go through it with your child, and start it on your initial day. 10. Establish objectives. Establishing measurable goals provides students as well as instructors alike something to pursue. They are much more reliable in encouraging us when we set them ourselves, DeSerbo says. Deal with your youngster to establish brief and also medium-term objectives. Let them provide input right into both what the objective must be and also just how large the target is. 11. Keep off social networks. Establish not simply your kids for success, but also on your own by withstanding the urge to contrast your very own homeschool configuration to other homeschoolers. Emphasize reels on social media. The social network has lots of super moms that can do it all or that can, at the very least, seem to do all of it, one Instagram filtered picture at a time, Betts states. You don't have to be as set up or as freewheeling as anyone else. The best learn-at-home configuration is one that is matched to your family's demands. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to our channel.